All right, folks, we should be live here. Apologies for the 3 minutes of tardiness. The camera, for whatever reason, I had to shut down OBS about 3 times for the camera to work. Don't know why, but should be going. All right. I was actually planning on maybe using the voice command to aim some of these, possibly, so I don't have to walk back and forth for 18 holes. Maybe nice. What's up, Swing Yard? Boogeyman Bill. What's going on, boys? Only going to be putting, so we're doing my league, the HZRDUS Golf League, on SGT. The square is not connected, seemingly. 18 holes of putting only at Sequoia National. Shout out to Strong Design Studio for getting the course together. People so far, I watched Turbo Talon Shelby play last night, and he said by the end of it, I only caught the end of it, but he was like, that was actually really fun and enjoyable. So I think those putting courses are hopefully going to become more of a thing. Come on, Square. What's going on here? It's just stuck on connecting. It says, fail connecting Bluetooth. Please try again in a moment. Which probably means probably have to reset GSPro Connect. I probably won't end up using that voice attack. I was thinking about it, but I forgot I came over. I thought I was still on beta. I forgot I came over when I played with Rich and Tom the other day. So the reason why I wanted to go over to beta is because I found that the aiming seems much less erratic in terms of, like, if you use like a keyboard or control box for a putter, it like jumps all over the place on this stable. That's kind of always been the case. They seem to be doing a better job on the beta to where it's much more consistent. All right, we got our ding back. Now we just need to switch to putter. Boogeyman Bill, good to see you in Thursday Thunder again. We got, what it come out as, eight groups playing. Whoa, 1.3 push. That's not great. Friend Boy Powers in this game. Power may impress. Putting defines. Can be a bit wild with aiming. Have you used T-Booms? Have you used the beta much? Some guys are sold on it. There's good things and bad things. Apparently, I've said it before, but what still kind of sticks in my brain is the first time I did it, which was literally the day that it came out, and then I haven't been using it a whole lot, trying to get over this injury. However, they've updated it a ton of times so far. I don't know the count, but probably 5-10 times they've updated it. So it's definitely way better than it was when I first tested it. However, there's still some things, like I don't love the scorecard. Some of the minor stuff, which is visual, not a huge deal, but I will say the aiming's better. The physics are improved, I would say. They're more, same thing with the aiming, it's more kind of muted and controlled. Same thing with the bounces and the physics. It seems like everything when it lands is much softer. You don't get as many crazy erratic bounces. You could say it's a good thing. You could say it's a bad thing. I think maybe before it was a little too erratic. I think now maybe a little bit too muted on some shots. But I think it's a step in the right direction. I think maybe they need to find possibly a middle ground. But the putt thing is nice in terms of when you hit a putt, it converts the total length over to feet. So instead of 1.6 yards, it tells you how many feet you putted it. Kind of minor, but not bad. Oh, you're always on the beta? Okay. I wasn't sure. Sometimes, honestly, before this one, I'm pretty much was like always on the stable, just because I figure you would think stable in terms of streaming and playing online, all that stuff would work better, but who knows? Warmer weather, no more dog sitting. It has been a little bit better. Yesterday was decently warm in the sun. Right now we're at 32.8 in the garage. This camera may be able to see it. I don't know if I can show you guys on this one. You can take my word for it. It went up to 33 because I'm holding it. I don't know if that will even work, but sucks not being able to play. I've been doing a decent amount of stretching. So honestly, I keep waking up and I'm like pretty sore. I'm hoping that's not just like things aren't getting better, but more so I'm getting better, but I'm just more sore now because I'm stretching, hopefully. But I don't know. All right. Really don't need much warm up, but I'm probably just going to do the 18 and then call it a day. I feel like I could probably hit wedges, but then it's like I'll be possibly putting myself back, even though I feel like I can do it now. Kind of robbing tomorrow for a day in terms of the recovery, I think. But this should be at least pretty cool to look at for 18 holes. Maybe we get some new people stumble across this. Tournaments. SEQUOYAH National Putting. All right, if I'm not mistaken, I did normal. I did 2 foot gimmies. Thursday pin. 11 stimp. Fire with the propane heater last night. Don't force it. Let the body heal. I know I'm trying. Where I'm at though. Hopefully, T-Booms. I'm at the period where I'm hoping that it's healing and not just either getting worse or just not getting better. That would be the worst case scenario. That would mean I'd probably need surgery. But I'm just hoping, not doing anything crazy. The problem lately has been we've had a crazy amount of snow. So as much as I try not to do anything crazy, there's some stuff where you just like you have to shovel a little bit and stuff like that. So that's definitely not been helping. What up, Rocket? What's up, Second Flight? What's up, Whiskey Rich? Old man, I know. Tell me about it. Feels like it. Weird not seeing my names on the leaderboards. Well, my name on the leaderboard is usually pretty far down, so usually you have to scroll a little bit to get to it. But I appreciate it, friend boy. Good match last night from Sticeman and Judd Bud. That was fun to watch. We are on to the Elite 8 in terms of no putts given for the tournament. I know it's me and Denko. It's J Glove. Man, this is taking forever. J Glove and D Lud. It's Dyson Wisco, T Jack, and Whiskey Rich. And I think I'm forgetting one. Should we try a flyover? Looks good. Not much of a flyover. All right. 12-foot putt. Break it a decent amount. If you guys haven't done this, if you're part of the leagues, give this a try. It's like a putt-putt course, but honestly better because you're practicing real putts. Putt-putt courses, they can be fun for kids. There's a lot of stuff to look at and stuff, but this is actually like useful in terms of reading greens, trying to hit putts. I'm going to try to drip it. That may be a little bit too much, but... Oh! Wasn't enough. All right, birdie to start. Some good rounds here this week. What do we got? We got Cue Ball, leader at 19 under. CFL something. Turbo Talon was up there. I don't know where he's at. Third or fourth, maybe? $43. I mean, I will say, definitely a little bit of a disadvantage having a rather crappy projector. Trying to see those dots. What I was doing for the match, because, even this, so look at this one. This one falls off the back. Highly recommend if you guys are still in the tournament, or maybe you're going to do this. Some of these you do kind of need the heat map, because if I come up long here, it's just off the front of the green. I don't know. Zero, zero, but I don't think I hit it. I didn't. Feels like I'm still in the tournament. Those long ones, man, especially knowing that you can, like, long, this one still has the possibility too. Long, you're like off the front of the green. It's so hard to commit to those and hit them with any kind of like speed and pace. I don't think that's enough either. It's not. Jeez, no! All right. Par's not terrible, but it's definitely not great. Should have made this 2 rounds, maybe. Down 11. 24. Fortunately, reading these greens, I was saying it the other day with Rich and Tom. Some days you come out and maybe you just, for whatever reason, you're seeing the lines better and you're picking good lines. There's other days like today where I feel like because I haven't been playing too as part of it, but I come out and it's just like I have no idea where to put these. Pulled it. May work out though. Oh, need to pull it more. Putting course is cool. GSPro is the best. Well, it is. I agree. I agree with that. But the only reason why GSPro is the best is because the designers are the best. So we were doing this putting tournament in my Discord with we have like 40. We had 42 people doing this putting tournament, and there was no real way to do it. So we basically Joe Strong Design Studio Joe C-Drum did one too, but I don't think he didn't push it publicly. Joe made just separate courses of these and did 18 holes where the tee is on the green. So although GSPro is awesome for allowing that, there's some lacking there too, and it's honestly more so on Strong Design Studio for the initiative of doing it. But that's why I always say without the awesome designers, there is literally no GSPro. So not alone on reading greens. It's tough. I don't know. Some days, like I said, it's just weird. It doesn't seem to be a ton of rhyme or reason. Look at this one. Doesn't be a ton of rhyme or reason where like some days probably you just get in a flow of it and you're playing decent. And then I always putt the best when obviously you don't overthink a ton. You're rolling it decent and you just kind of have the confidence. It goes with anything else. But there's other days like you could be rolling it really well and then you just come out one day and it's just like you've never hit a putt on GSPro before in your life. Kind of out of nowhere. All right. It's uphill, but like 35-ish. I mean, I have no idea. I think it's going to come in basically sideways, but like hit and hope. Way too hard. That was more of that like, oh no. That was more of like that 50-foot putt type of speed I should have had before. Do I have at least a little wiggle room, hopefully? All right. I think I have some runway. So as long as I don't like just miss this and it's all the way off the front of the green, it'd be pretty demoralizing. Maybe too firm. Whew. I did a practice round last night. I had to move the mini map to the left side so you can see the hole a couple times. What are we doing? I forget. Frank's been doing such a good job. Shout out to Frank. He posted, I forget which course it was. And shout out to Joe, made a couple of them for us to do. I remember 12 stimp, normal, 12. I forget what the course was. I think they may be saving this one for like the final or semifinal, possibly. Who knows? Oh, it does come back. I don't know. We'll try that. I mean, some of these short ones are honestly tougher than. Give me 1 second. I just remembered something. I had to send a message. All right. Apologies. What is this down? 1-3. 24 feet. Bogeyman, if we do this tournament again, if we do the no putts given again, definitely got to get you in there. I would not want to see Bogeyman in a match putting. See you, buddy. Thanks, T Booms. Well, hopefully, it's one of those things. Like I've hit wedge shots. I haven't done anything besides that. Like I could probably do it right now, but then, like I said, I would just wake up tomorrow. Like I'm already kind of sore. I would just wake up wishing that I didn't do it. So as much as I want to hit balls, and it's been a while since I can or since I have, like I know there's just no shot of me being able to hit anything relatively close with any kind of precision or like distance that I would want to. So I've just been kind of holding off and hoping that I somewhat turn the corner here eventually. That may need to simmer and get way left. Wow, I even pulled that a degree. I saw you talking about that take a look. I don't even know. I've never heard of it before this morning. I don't know. I think someone else asked you like what it was. Like if you had to describe it, what is it? I get you say it's like a challenge or whatever you do, career mode, whatever it is. But like, what do you do? Is it like Operation 36 or what? Oh no, scared of it. 0-0. Not for the cold and the dog. Dog assisted and played a couple for you. Supposed to completely improve your pressure outcomes. It tells you to set up for a course and what the target score is to pass. So, kind of like you're playing a ghost or what? Are there any putting or short game, or is it all like full length, white tees and above kind of course? I will say though, I have a couple things brewing behind the scenes, which should be fun. Talked about one of them last night with the some of the members know what's going on. We'll probably keep it a little bit under wraps for maybe the first week or two, kind of get a feel for it, and then maybe try to bring in some more people. But it should be fun. That was kind of what I wanted to do initially all along. And then a couple other things. There's one thing that's pretty big that no one else. Oh, that's probably not enough. There's no one else besides literally my dad that knows, which should be pretty fun. I think you guys will be surprised once that happens. I kicked the ball in the square, Reddit. That's funny. Pick the back, middle, or front tees. It changes your goal. Very well put together. Looks completely premier. So you're playing what? A Patreon, obviously a Patreon course on GSPro. How? So you're playing. Is it a separate course you download, or like what do you're playing it on GSPro, right? So he has like an extra interface that's like built into it, or what? I don't even know. Like I hear what you're saying, and it sounds cool. I just have no idea like what it is still. I know you can't type out literally everything, but pretty cool. Seems like I never heard anything like that before. It sounds like he almost built a game on top of the GSPro game, kinda. Maybe too much, but 25. Not terrible. Yeah, it should be fine. Six under through 8. Not exactly lighting the world on fire here. Don't think I'm getting to 19. I'd like to see Mr. El Perro Grande, Mr. Big Dog, see what he could put up on a course like this. Whew. That was a better stroke. It's up R for 2. Hit the like button for me, if you'd be so kind. Doesn't look very downhill. I guess it kind of goes up and then back down, or what? Past couple days, I've been following a little bit more closely that poor Nancy Guthrie lady, Savannah Guthrie's mom, that got apparently kidnapped, and they still don't really know who. Apparently, well, I pulled it, decent speed, but it still wasn't enough. Rusty Penny, what's up, Cornbread? Long time no see, buddy. How's the you itching to get back out there yet? I know you said it was too cold for you. How's the weather over there? Oh no, those putts suck. Those putts suck. Cornbread, if it's still too cold out there for you, still pretty cold, you could try this one. I know, I think you were talking about maybe the swing stick. I mentioned this a couple days ago, but this is my league. I think you're in the leagues, if I'm not mistaken. If not, you can still just play this. You could bring this, play this inside, bring the square inside. And we've been doing a putting only tournament. This is 18 holes at Sequoia National, all putting. So I know it's too cold out there, but you could bring the square in and like putt into like a pillow and at least be able to play. Give you an option. So this is down 15. Nice low spot, front right. Well, we'll see what happens. Still not even close again. I mean, I'm babying them. These are kind of like the defensive putts that I played against Rich. I feel like that so far, the no putts given, we're down to the final 8. I feel like what it comes down to, the hole-in-ones are what put you over the top, obviously, where you happen to get lucky on a putt. But really, I think what the matches really come down to are putts like that, where although not great, this is still somewhat makeable. Obviously, you want to get it as close as you can, but really what I've seen, obviously, as you would expect, the things that really just take someone out of a match is like they just hit one just a little bit too firm and it goes down to the front of the green, and then you're like, have like a 50, 60, 70-foot putt back up, or they're chipping. That's kind of just what puts the nail in the coffin for the matches that I've seen. And although this is no gimme for sure, I think at worst I make a par, most likely, versus you're scrambling to try to make a par. Got it. Those are tough. Verizon's directly connected. You play it on GSPro and you're responsible for entering your score, your honest score details. So now that you say that, take a low, it makes me think more of almost like the Eldrick, that like Eldrick thing for the fitting into clubs. Makes me think like maybe it's a little more like that then. That's what I was saying. It's tough when you explain that. It was tough knowing exactly what you meant. Tried the swing stick. It was just too dang easy. Not that much fun. Yeah, I had the same experience. Some people got on me a little bit because they're like, this is like, I really enjoy it. Like, I was a little more critical, I guess, of it. I'm just not a huge fan. I won't use it a ton. I personally don't think, in the grand scheme, is it better than nothing? Yes, but in the grand scheme, is it going to help you improve that much? I would say no. I think you're better off hitting almost golf balls, or definitely just like for something like this, like actually putting. I think that's what will have a bigger effect than the swing stick, personally. But concept design for the new garage. Looking forward to getting it all started. That's sweet. You going like, how big you going? You going like mini split, all that stuff, or what? Or are you going just like kind of like this, like projector? Seems like we got a couple of the guys working on redesigns. Looking forward to playing with Big Dog. I think lately, obviously, Danko was the big one. Big Dog now seems to be finished. Go check out his channel. You can see what his projector looks like and all that. Murph said he's possibly doing something. I think FFK may be working on something. Cornbread. Kamish. If Kamish ever comes back, I think he was possibly looking at something like spring, fall, or spring, summer, maybe. Pulling those putts, longer putts, for whatever reason, but as my miss is a push, so I don't know if I necessarily hate it. I'm just going to time up the amount of pull versus where I'm aiming. Well, didn't hit it hard enough for it to even read. Upgrade season. Murph, I heard. Well, I won't spoil it, but Murph said you. Yeah, I heard. Where was that? Was I talking to you? I don't know. I can't remember. I heard what you were thinking about doing though. Retractable impact screen with a frame, swings up flush to the ceiling. That's sweet. All DIY. C-Drum. I don't know if he already installed it or he was working on it. Did something like that for one of his Gray Barn Golf clients. 3D hologram, How's Rocket EXE stream successfully loaded. Crushing it, I tell you what, I don't know. You're starting to turn into Jay. Maybe Crushing It was Jay all along. He's starting to get pretty good at these chat entries, I will say. Crushing It was up here on the leaderboard, if I'm not mistaken. Probably beating me. He made it known that he beat me on the twisted pitch and putt while I was injured. Clap, clap. If I'm not mistaken, I saw you. Crushing It 16, Golf Nut 17, Turbo Talon 16. So I got some work to do. We're trying to catch old EXE chatbot over there. 28 up. What is that? 13. That's probably not enough. Not even close. Oh, no. Hey, there's C-Drum. Speak of the devil. Like to see pics of that. C-Drum, hit up, or Cornbread, hit up C-Drum. I've seen, there's some on YouTube I've seen, and like social media. They seem to be, if you're doing retractable, it seems to be like there's only like a few ways to even do it. That was a horrendous first putt. God, all I want to do is just smash driver about 10 mile an hour faster than C-Drum could ever dream of. But I think I'm honestly, it seems like I'm pretty far away. It's kind of depressing to think about. It seems like I'm rather far away from being able to like say, okay, I'm going to step on this one with driver. Which sucks. That means I can't really play at full pop for a decent amount of time. That's not enough either, I don't think. It's not. Good lucky bot. Did you install it? C-Drum, did you install that? That thing I was talking about, the retractable thing, or are you still working on that? I can't keep anything straight lately. Good news is, though, I think I started to say it before, I may not be playing the best here, but I'm still in the putting tournament, crushing it. And I'll be danged if old Garbage Garage is going to be the one to take me out. Like, how is this uphill? Is it not me, or does the camera look like it's downhill? Some people do Murphy bed style, fold up to the ceiling, park my cars in the garage. Let's go, Stavi. I'm not playing, but I'm going to be Looking forward to watching you guys. Nordog playing, I think. Rooting for Danko now. Because I'm so short, it looks downhill. Well, if I felt better, I would jump up in the air like I did for comedic effect, but... All right. 19-footer. This one goes out to all the trolls like Seadrum. Oh, geez, I smashed it. I think we have. I know where you're saying that, Stavi. Take a low thought the same thing. It was because I didn't know Frank did it in the past. Maybe he did, but it was because we allowed multiple answers. So I think we have 28. But it was because a couple people, which makes sense. We have like the 6 p.m., 8:45, and then the 10 or any. Someone made a point that was like, well, I can do like the 6 and the 8:45, but I can't do the 10, so I can't do the any. So we allowed multiple answers. So a few people voted like twice or three times to make the that number. Is why it's a little bit different. But yeah, pretty cool turnout. And we still have some people that are out between me, Kamish, other people that haven't been playing as much for whatever reason. So hopefully be cool to keep seeing numbers go up to where we like possibly have like 10 groups going or more, 10, 20 groups, you know what I mean? All going for the same record. All right, what is this thing doing? Downhill. It makes too much sense. 22 up to 28. Maybe. Who knows? Snap's pretty good at the middle. Then it goes back the other way. I don't know. Oh, let's go. I haven't pulled it.
At Cornbread89 tip $2 through Super Chat. G2G, peace out. Good luck.
Thanks, Cornbread. Long time no see. Hopefully we get you back. Like I said, pull out the get the dust off the square, and you can at least do this for the league. Where we're already almost towards the end of the putting tournament, but hopefully we'll do something similar soon. But these putting courses are awesome. But appreciate the super chat. Very kind of you. Good to see you back in the chat. Down 13. So this is a 30-footer. Maybe. It's honestly pretty straight. Nice hole-in-one, thanks. Not much of a hole-in-one there. I mean, is it a hole-in-one if you're putting it? I mean, I guess, but... Left. This is a military army putt. Left. Left. Left, right, left. Oh! More left at the end, apparently, and I pulled it. Well, we can still tie Crush. I mean, we can still beat him, but I need 2 birdies. I need a birdie here, and I need a birdie on 18 to try Mr. Crushbot. But maybe, just maybe, we get a hole-in-one here and take him out. Says it's flat. Well, actually, the arrow, so it actually shows, Big Dog taught me that. He's lucky he has the centimeters over there, but even though this is a 0-0 putt, it's still showing the arrow up. So it's his theory that this gets put into the uphill putting algorithm. So although it's basically flat, it is uphill. It won't break as much compared to when it's 0-0 with the arrow pointing down, allegedly. 3 birdies beat you? Well, 2 birdies to tie now. But yeah. We're going to try that. This would be a dagger for Mr. Crush here. Yanked it off the toe. And it's short. Uh-oh. A little meat on that bone to get a birdie here. And it's breaking. Not good. I gotta get these bad putts out of the way now before I play Dankster. Whew. All right, there's one. 21-footer at 7 yards. Let's see how much uphill or downhill it is. All right, not bad. Not friendly over there, that's for sure. This is like a can't miss. Lights were too bright. This is a by no means do you want to be anywhere left on this, but it's easy to, I feel like on this one, easy to aim too far to the right because of that, but then you have a straight downhill putt going that way to where if you miss it just a little bit longer, you miss the cup, it's all the way down here. So although I want to err on the side of definitely too far to the right, don't want to get too crazy. I'm not smart enough to do it, but there's probably a way that you can use these heat map putting lines to like figure out. We'll try it. We're just going to cozy it up. Simmer. Simmer. This may come down to the count back crushing it. What was your scorecard? What was your scorecard looking like? Did you play better on the front or better on the back? I had a hole-in-one on both sides. I guess let's make this first. Sorry, before we start counting our chickens. But may have to do a little scoreboard check after this. All right. Good round crushing it. I feel like that was decent. Granted, I wasn't like taking quite as long. I was yapping at some of it, which took a little longer, but obviously I wasn't quite as dialed in reading these and getting the exact line compared to when I'm playing with like for the tournament. However, I feel like I rolled it halfway decent. Got a couple hole-in-ones. What do we got for stats? 4 pars, 12 birdies, 2 eagles. Caw. 90 feet of putting. Took me 41 minutes between all the chats and whatnot. It takes people less than that to play a full 18 with driver and everything. But it was taking our time. How long have we been live for? 51 minutes. You shot the same? Where are we at on the leaderboard? Who's above who? I don't think you can tie, right? It has to keep going back. I forget what the God, what do I want to do? I feel like honestly I want to hit balls so bad. I feel like I would almost like should like set this up so I can hit him. If I can swing like lefty. Just like left hand only. Why does it seem like I'm putting hard for a simple 3-foot putt? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's subjective. I mean, everything's based on the mile an hour. I mean, maybe on camera it seems like I hit it harder than a 3-foot putt. I don't know exactly where it rolled to. This is a little bit, I do need to hit it a little bit firmer compared to like a super nice, obviously flat putting mat. I'm hitting off of putting off of a hitting turf. So this, like, the stimp of this thing is probably like a 4 or something because it's so grabby. So you definitely need to hit it a little bit harder because of that. I don't know. It doesn't feel like I'm hitting it that hard, but then again, you just adjust everything. I did feel like it was pretty slippery in terms of GSPro and Square, just because I hadn't been used to putting on a simulator. But got me somehow not sure how it works. But yeah, there's some kind of rule and kind of guideline that they go through crushing it. It's like the count back, and then it goes to something else, and then it goes to something else, and then it goes to something else. They eventually it could be like count back, and then the last person to get a birdie or first person to get a par doesn't win. It's something like that. Maybe we just become the best left-handed only player in the world. How much spin do you think I can get? That was a 60 degree. Left-handed only backspin with a 60 degree. You think I can get up to like 8,000? 5,400. But to be honest, people were asking like, "Oh, I haven't seen you live as much." Part of it, or most of it, is just because I'm injured and I can't do a whole lot. So like, if I'm not doing 18 holes there, which was pretty quick, like at this point, I'm kind of just standing around, seeing what's up with you guys. But I don't honestly have the most entertaining. If I can't play, there's not a whole lot that I can do to entertain you guys. So I already did it. I did it, Boogeyman. After I played Rich on Monday for the tournament, me, him, and Tom, we did the 2 rounds for that. and I was feeling it, feeling pretty sore because of it. So I'm not saying that I necessarily want to swing. I'm just saying there's not a whole lot. Like I go play another 18 with putting, but and honestly, I would if the auto aim worked off the tee. But because the way those are set up, you're on the tee on the green for the first one. The auto aim doesn't work. So honestly, it's the walking back and forth, having to pick a line every time, which kind of sucks. It's crazy how, like, obviously I can still feel it, but that basically doesn't really hurt at all, being the left side. I used to do this a good amount, though, in the backyard. I would hit probably like 20 or 30 left hand only, and then 20 or 30 right hand only. And then you get your hands feeling of working kind of independently of each other. And then I always say once you put two hands back on the club, it feels like you're kind of cheating. Oh, that was bad. 57-mile-an-hour ball speed, though. 14.5 degrees into out. Nice little baby draw with the wedge. Scold it. What's up, Colt C? How's it going? Just played 18 holes for my league on SGT, which is pretty cool. 18 holes of putting only at Sequoia National. And I am trying to come back from an injury. So unfortunately, can't do a whole lot of swinging and playing. So at this point, I'm just kind of trying to scratch the itch of wanting to hit balls and not being able to. Hopefully everyone else is doing well on this fine Thursday thunder. Scold it. Lately, I've kind of had the thought process of like, all right, if I'm going to wake up sore anyways, like I might as well just go play and wake up even more sore if that's going to be the case. I know that's not the way to do it, but it's like, Just thinking, not a bad way to possibly work on if you have a big old slice, trying to draw it with one hand. Chip in the backyard with the right arm only sometimes. Yeah, it's great. Honestly, people don't think necessarily do that and talk about it enough. A lot of times you have like the drills, which obviously you swing with two hands, so you're using two hands. But honestly, I think it's really beneficial. I was just saying that before. I used to do that. I would go left hand only, right hand only. But I'm dealing with right side injury, so doing the right hand right now is no bueno. All right. I think that's going to about do it, unfortunately. I'm going to have to get creative in terms of, I mean, I can just do putting, but it does take a little while to set stuff up just for, I took my time on that too for about 45 minutes worth of putting. Just hoping I can start just hoping I can get to the point where I can do like that ladder drill or even this, get to the point where I can play and hit wedges like 2 days in a row without pain would be nice. That's all I really at least want to get to near term. Because until I can do that, there's not a whole lot in terms of playing golf and streaming. That's going to be, oh man. $7,300. I haven't really been looking at the other ones. I wonder what the most spin I've gotten up to was. It is honestly tough. I've been trying to feel like sometimes I haven't done it. I've scolded some, but it's tough hitting down with the one hand. Some of these are flirting with flirting with the old El Hosel. That was 6.2 degrees. Launch to the right. Shorter par 3 fantasy course that just came out called Lost Island. Fun as heck. Get a bit better so I can play it. That'd be nice. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I even just got to do even as simple as the ladder drill to where I feel like I can do that with one without pain, but two, like waking up the next day kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, if I can get to the point where I'll just run through if I can do it, swing easy, and feel like I can play like 3, 4, 5 courses of like a pitch and putt on or a short par 3 on like auto putt. I mean, that'd be great. This feels like I'm a little bit ways away from that, unfortunately. Ooh. 16 degrees. How long did I rest? It's a tough question, to be honest. I didn't do a whole lot, to be honest. So I don't know what I'm on. I think I'm on my 3rd week. I'm either on my 3rd or 4th week. It was about 2 weeks that I didn't do anything. But when I say I didn't do anything, like I didn't golf and I didn't really work out. But we got like, there's still like, it's been melting. There's still probably 3 feet of snow outside. I'm in New England, so we got, I don't know where you're at, Colt, but we got a crazy amount of snow. So I think what ultimately did it, I've said it a couple times, so apologies. Overuse, all that stuff, shoveling, golfing. But I think what ultimately did it was when I was trying to pull start the generator with my right hand. I can't remember which leg I had up, probably my left leg up, trying to pull start that thing. And I think that was the motion. Oh, you're in Texas. That was the motion where I think did it. All that to say, that happened. And over the past 3 weeks, literally like every Sunday or Monday, there's been like a foot or more of snow. So I've been trying to rest, but unfortunately, pretty much every week on the clock, hopefully we're done with a lot of it, but I was able to rest for like 5-6 days, and then unfortunately have to go out and use like either the snowblower or unfortunately still have to shovel some stuff. Then I'm recovering 5, 6, 7 days later. Same thing. Start to feel a little bit better, and then it snows again. So yeah. And it's possible, I'm hoping it's not the case, but it's possible that although I'm giving it time, it's possible it may just be something I need to get surgery to fix versus having time. Which would suck, not only because I'd have to have surgery, but two, because I've spent this time trying to take it easy, and then would have to get surgery and spend even probably more time taking it easy. Well, one more decent one-handed wedge shot. I think we're going to call it a day. It's up toast. About to call it quits here, I think. What did I hit? Did I hit the shank tank, or did I hit this? I think I hit that. Getting tired. I thought that was possibly the first time. I don't think I hit the shank tank because it didn't move. That was almost the first time I've ever hit my own shank tank. I've had friends and family do it. I've never personally done it. All right, get that out of the system. Nope. Shanked it again. Damn injuries, I know. Hoping it's like one of those. I feel like overall I'm relatively healthy, but like hopefully it's just one of those things where like bad luck type of thing versus like this is the beginning of like constant injuries, which would suck. In other news, though, I'm pretty excited. I've got a new snow shovel getting delivered from Amazon today. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting news. I don't know if anyone out there has used them, but it's technically, I have a couple of cheaper shovels type of stuff, but it's technically a snow like pusher. So it's called, I think it's called the snow plow. It was like super high rated. I've wanted one for a little while, and finally this injury kind of put it to the forefront. I was like, all right, I just got to get one. But it's a like super heavy duty fiberglass, not really a shovel. Like I said, it's more of like a pusher. I got to assemble it, but I'm excited about that. Which I'm thinking will probably end up being here sooner than later. So one more decent shot, then we're gonna call it quits. Sorry, Toast, I know you popped in towards the end, but at this point we're just hitting shanks. Not bad. I want to hit one kind of like that, relatively straight, but I want it to be a slight draw. We'll take that. All right, folks, I'm out of here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Shout out to Cornbread for the super chat earlier. We also had 4-putt golf and Potts Golf Labs, I think it was, over the past day. We both became members. Greatly appreciated. I added them down below, but not sure when I'll be out next. It's possible if I make a turnaround doing like wedges only for your snow's almost gone. Not here. It's been melting over the past 2-3 days, but we still got at least 2-3 feet of snow in most places. It's possible I play with Big Dog. I feel bad he hasn't been able to do the scramble because of me. I may be able to do just chipping and putting, which I don't know if he's even going to want to do that. He carries the team anyways, but that will possibly be the next time I play. Won't be playing Thursday Thunder. I'm going to be looking forward to watching people, but that's about it. And I guess next time I come out, I don't know. Hopefully I can do wedges, but we'll see how even those left-handed swings end up feeling. But appreciate you guys watching. Shout out to the members. Really appreciate the support. Like I said, I'm working on a few really cool things behind the scenes. So although a little bit slower in terms of the injury and other stuff, different projects I'm working on, stuff will eventually pick back up kind of towards normal with me playing streams, live streaming streams, back to more frequent videos, all that stuff. But some cool stuff on the horizon. So at least for the time being, although a little bit slower in terms of the content and the frequency, there are some cool things coming. So that's going to do it. I will catch you guys in the next one.